summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, as if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
My legs are stiff as the after training.
Fine place.
Castle stresses their taste of steam.
Even the best of us has his limits, I suppose.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. Wander about, see what's doing.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neck. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
It strikes me that we have not visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late?
Follow me. I will go.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared...
How I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
When I return from afar and see you anew, I get the sense that your strength lies far deeper than brawn or intellect. Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend.
Come, I'll lead the way.
I can't wait to see what the day holds. To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
As a reward for your you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, he refuses to obey me. There's a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I suppose 'tis so.
Over here, if you would.
How might I be of service? My vegetables. A sharp taste.
Might as well take a look.
Welcome to and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
so I've always hoped to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Predicament.
This is a place, the more the merrier.
No easy answers here.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What good will come of this?
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again. Well met, sir. How might I be?
I'm ready for the trial. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
I've a selection of wares that sure pleasure doing business with you.
Here already. Travelling by ox carts was a welcome change.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
It's this way.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we...
Shall we report?
There is much we ought regarding the matter of the Godsway. I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will, with such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Eastern merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint. But alas, you shall have to act the part. But as to how that should be done, I'm
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Apologies.
I've got to focus.
This ox cart's bound for the check. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
How was the day treating you then?
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
It's my backs I backed it up today. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and hope to see you again. That's enough intellectual labor for one day.
I'm dead tired.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you go on through.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Consider me your bulwark.
come to think of it, adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a laden pack. I cannot but admire your strength.
It certainly isn't easy work, but I am proud to be counted upon.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouser's burrow in Bakbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession. Shall we do as that personage suggested, and make for the Rockmouser's burrow? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
My magics are at your disposal.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Watch out for the daggers, Master!
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
Master, watch out!
Then I suppose I have little choice but to obey.
Keep an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
You must spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer in the defeat.
So it goes.
You would do well to seek the high ground of fighting on an incline. Make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
Oh, yeah! Meat!
situation? Mayhap I ought to find a new weapon.
What is the matter with you? We are under attack.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Much obliged.
Help! I'm in need of aid!
Stand over the point, and I'll let you alone.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Whenever we discover another of these statues, I cannot help but wish to examine them up close.
Could have sworn the plaza went this way.
Come on then, let's dance.
I'm going to insist.
One shaking.
Foremost priority is to douse those flames.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold. Just a moment.
Lay down your arms.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind. The private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Now there's a thought.
Careful, Master! As venom is potent!
Ice attacks would only be to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
That's the spirit!
No! The Arisen has been poisoned!
It is a pleasure to serve you, Master. My magics are at your disposal. The simplest strategy with our phone